Hello, everybody, and welcome to Transfused. It is your Wednesday guy Parker here, and this week the topic is Shark Week. Now, when I say Shark Week, I'm actually referring to the menstrual cycle, not that wonderful time of the year when Discovery Channel has a bunch of documentaries and movies that are shark related. So, I guess where I'm going to start off on this one is, I lucked out big time. Unlike a lot of the people that were around me growing up, I didn't start until I think I was about 14 years old. So it was slightly late compared to a lot of my friends at the time. But at the same time, I was very grateful for that. I dreaded it when it actually came, and that was the start of the really bad dysphoria. It wasn't very, it wasn't as bad before then, but definitely managed to get worse with that. Now, up until I was about 20, I'd only ever used pads and tampons. The problem with that is I absolutely hated how pads reminded me of I feeling like you're sitting in a frickin' diaper. So that was not at all in my realm of okayness. Now, when I found the moon cup, I did my research on it, figured that, try it, why not? And I honestly, I didn't think that it would work as well as it did. I have no complaints when it comes to that, and actually, if you're okay with the concept of insertable options for when you're on your time of the month, I would recommend definitely going with the Moon Cup. Now, however, I have been without that wonderful biological occurrence since November of 2014. Now, when I had started on testosterone, I had started on the gel form, the androgel. And surprisingly, I was told by my physician at the time that it probably would not stop the period until about anywhere from 3 to 4 months. So, considering the fact that I literally had to deal with it the month that I started for like 3 days, that was it, and then I've not had it since. I am pretty grateful. Unfortunately for some of us, it's a little bit harder to cope with the events surrounding getting a period. I remember growing up, there would be days where I would just not want to go to school because of everything being like that. And it is rough, but I think the thing that people need to look at most is, this is a temporary problem. This is something that can be fixed, and if you are searching for the means to go and have surgery, it's doable. You can have those bits removed, hysterectomy, there you go. Don't have to worry about it. Now, for other people, I do know that they bear with it because they want to have children of their own. I luck out in that sense. I don't need a biological connection to be able to say, you know what, this is my kid. I actually, very much to the credit of my godparents, I have decided that I would either like to get into adopting children or just simply be a foster parent. Now, my reasoning for that is because both of them were foster parents, and they're like some of the nicest people I've ever met. But back on the topic of Shark Week, another thing that a lot of people do in order to cope with it is, because the cramps can get really unbearable, they choose to medicate. Tylenol, Advil, that kind of thing. I only ever did when cramping was like extremely bad, because I do not like using things as a crutch. That's just me. I don't think it would benefit me at all to end up developing a tolerance, I guess, toward medication. So I don't really want to risk that. And the last thing that I gotta say on this topic: exercise and hot baths, hot compresses, that kind of thing, they are your best friend. At least in my case, they are my best friend. So that's it for today's video, and we look forward to seeing y'all again next week. Peace out from Canada.